Hey guys, and welcome back to the Black Gold Homestead. I know it's been a while since we've made a video, but we just wanted to show you some of the things that we have progressing on the homestead regarding the garden, the flowers, the animals, and I also wanted to do a thank you to Eva Gibson from Highland Homestead. I think I might have already said this once, but I want to say it again. Thank you for the seeds you sent. It was a while back, but thank you for those seeds, and we will be planting some soon. I'm going to be planting the potato squash and the sunflower seeds and some of the other things you sent. But anyways, I want to show you this cart we got. We picked this up at the local flea market, and it's a lawn and garden cart. And compared to what they sell for brand new, it is used. But we saved $200 on this cart. And right now we don't have the tractor to use, so we've been doing a lot of stuff by hand and with the four-wheeler. And now that we have this cart attached to the four-wheeler, it's really easy for us to transport feed back to the barn and water buckets and jugs back to the barn. We can put manure in it. Really good all-purpose, all-around thing to have for the homestead. And that's what I want to say. Keep an eye out at garage sales and yard sales and flea markets and thrift shops, because you never know when you'll be able to find something for a really good deal that you'll be able to use for your homestead. You can probably hear the cicadas in the background. We have quite a few, even though the chickens and ducks have been eating them. So I just wanted you guys to get a pan of this flower bed here. This is our perennial flower bed, and we have irises, and the irises are done now, but we have irises, dianthus, a lot of herbal plants in here, black-eyed Susans, coneflowers, yarrow, lilies, and some other things. So it's just starting to get some blooms on some of the plants. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me because of the cicadas, but we did buy some trees this year. We bought some flowering trees and some fruiting trees. And we got 3 apple trees in addition to our other fruit trees that we already have. Here's the first one, apple tree. Here's the second one, apple tree. And here's the third apple tree over here. Our older peach trees, which are behind you here, they are setting fruit pretty good. You can see up in there the peaches setting. They're covered. Got lots of peaches on them. And our garden is also doing pretty good. Like I said, we're not done planting. We have the main big garden pretty much filled. We got Swiss chard, kale, carrots, beans, sweet potatoes, onions, tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, lettuce, broccoli, and corn planted. I also got the back garden that I'll be planting my winter squash in and the pumpkins, some more corn, and a few more pepper plants. But I'll give you a quick glance at that. This first row here is approximately 35 foot of Swiss chard. The second row over is approximately 35 foot of kale, but you can see some spots that didn't come up as good, as a little sparse. And then the next row over is approximately 35 foot of carrots, but there's a little bald spot in the middle of the row, so I popped a tomato in. And then we have 3 rows of beans, and we have a bunch of volunteer stuff coming up in the one row, so it looks like a weedy mess, but we still need to get some more weeding done. And we'll get there eventually. These tall plants around the perimeter of the garden, kind of shrouding the gate, and other spots. These are all Jerusalem artichokes. They are a tuberous perennial. You can eat the tubers, but they're closely related to the sunflower, and they get sunflower blossoms on them. I've got some kale going to seed. This one here is red Russian kale. It has lots of seed pods on it. I have onions in the back of the bed, but I need to weed them. And then I have my canning type tomatoes and 1 squash plant in this little garden bed. I got Roma tomatoes and Rutgers. Here's one of our other garden spaces. You'll see to the far right there is a row of Swiss chard from last year going to seed. And with all that Swiss chard going to seed, I should have more than enough Swiss chard to provide seeds for me for several years. And the chickens are getting sick and tired of eating it. I have so much. Then we have our slicing type tomatoes. I start them all from seeds myself and grow them. We have them in here. We have 5 of them here. And we have another cherry tomato here, but it's looking very sad. I left it in the pot too long and it got waterlogged. Then we have a row of sweet potatoes. We have some little cages over them, but they're about ready to take the cages off. And then we have 2 rows of peppers. We have a little row of patty pan squash. We really like them. And then we have a bed of potatoes, which is beginning to bloom. You can see the potatoes here getting their flowers on them. And we have a lot of potatoes planted this year. There's some potatoes with pink flowers. And then over here, we need to fix the fence around it. But we have our other garden, and this is where I'll be planting. I'll do some sunflowers, some more peppers, winter squash, and some more corn. This area has been tilled and prepared, but the fence needs repaired. You can see we had a bad storm that blew some of it over, and then some more fell, and we need to repair that before we plant. But it's only June. We still got plenty of time. I hope you guys like this little garden update video, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what's going on in your homesteads and what all is growing this time of the year. Thanks for watching. Bye.